Hello, 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 and welcome. Hope you're doing well today. It is just another day in paradise. So just one of those days we're going to continue my art vlog. As soon as my pen starts to draw, this page is coming close to the. It's nearing the end of its life, or it's maturing. It's what would you call it? I don't know what you would call it. It's coming upon completion. So it's like it's downloading. We're at the 98, 99th percentile, and it's slowly eking towards or etching towards. Would it be etching or eking? It's slowly getting closer to the end point, and then I'm probably gonna turn the page. That's what I'll do. I'll just turn the page and we'll see what happens. Really, that's what I always say that every time. Always like, oh yeah, let's just start drawing and like, well, let's see what happens because I never know what happens. When I'm teaching my students, I tell them, man, I tell them to just start drawing and making some marks and see what happens because it's kind of like a lot of guesswork. I think I say that a lot because oftentimes when I'm talking to my students, they're like so concerned about making the right decision that they won't even make a decision. Like they're so worried about it. And I said, just make something, just start making marks on your paper, and then we'll see what happens. Then, because the reason why I say we'll see what happens, because we're gonna once we have something on the paper, we can decide where to go to next. But if you don't have anything on the paper, it's hard to even make decisions where to go because we don't have any information to base upon. And this happens a lot. Actually, when it's we have I have a lot of students that are like fearful of like even making marks, man, and to the point where that they won't even make anything. There won't even be any marks made, and it's and 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 here I notice I just noticed that I say the word and a lot. Um and I say and so pretty and but yeah, they won't make decisions on their artwork, and they're just so fearful. So that's why I always say like let's just start making some stuff and then we'll just see what happens, and maybe there'll be something good that comes from it, maybe not. Who knows? And that's okay. That's okay to have that happen. I think I think we're just like programmed to worry about silly stuff, really. We're just programmed to worry about um, whether or not we're making the right decisions, et cetera, et cetera. And that should not be part of the vocabulary of an artist, of like just being concerned about, oh, is this the right thing that I'm doing? The answer is probably not, but it's okay. It's okay. I think we should all be a little bit. I like to talk about this idea of giving yourself forgiveness and grace, and really being mindful of this notion that you're going to make mistakes in whatever things you do in life. You know, you're just going to make mistakes. I remember I used to be it used to be a big sticking point for me. I was always concerned about making mistakes, and um, it it kind of forces you to. It kind of makes you not want to do things, and I get it. I get it. I totally understand it. I totally understand this idea of like this idea that, oh, I don't want to make this choice because is it the right choice? And the answer is probably not. Probably not the right choice. Like, about like 80% of the time, 80% of my choices are all wrong. Let's just put it that way. That's all. Everything. Every decision I make has always been kind of wrong. Like, oh man, this sucks. It really does. But the thing is, at least I made the choice to do. I made a choice. And you just need to learn how to make decisions, I guess. And art's a good way to kind of build that up for you, you know. Anyways, just sketching. I'm not really the thing about these sketches. Like, I don't really have any. Honestly, I'm like zoning out. I'm literally zoning out. I'm just like on automatic draw pilot. Especially because these recordings are unscripted, they're not well thought out. That's for sure. That is for sure. They're not well thought out. Perhaps they should be. I'll give you that. If we're gonna self-critique or critique these videos, they probably should be like monitored or regulated or to some degree, but you know, or edited. They should be edited, that's for sure. Have a little bitty like opening intro. But you know what? Is that really true? Is that really true? Is that really true? Trust me. Is it? Is it? I don't know why I'm drawing cactuses. There was this. I'm gonna drink some coffee. I like to drink. Oh, whoa. Oh. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm. There's this alien right here. Back in the day, I was. Oh my gosh! Back in the day, I was really into aliens from the movie Sigourney Weaver. Aliens. No, I was. What was it? Who did those movies? There's a couple of them. He's a super sought after director now. I totally forget. It's escaping me at the moment. This Scooby, he turned out pretty good. He turned out all right. He turned out all right. He turned out all right. I can't. How do you do that? Was it good one? I can't do the voice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't do it. Oh man. What was it like? It was like I'm gonna try to do the voice. Was it good one, Shaggy? I don't know. I think that's pretty close. I think that's close. I don't know. We're here to solve mysteries. Gotta solve those. Solve this mystery of the slime in the old dilapidated warehouse factory, and the glowing ghost, and the green footsteps. Jinkies. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what it means. I'm just trying to fill up the dead air and the video that I'm making, and we're going to see what happens. Really, that's really all what it all boils down to. Man, oh man. Woo! Making a bunch of angry eyes. Maybe I should just put a little happy cloud, a little happy cloud right here. Maybe some eyes up here. Let's do a cloud here. Let's kind of fill up this area. As I said, I like to play around with drawing clouds in small areas. I don't know why. I guess it kind of like allows me to at least practice weird amorphous blobs in areas. and also allows me to fill up the entire area, or these areas in my sketchbook, so there's no like empty space. I have a weird addiction to not leaving areas in my sketchbook empty. I don't want things empty in my sketchbook. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's some weird OCD thing. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's just some weird old habit that I didn't like. Have an empty space in my sketchbook. Like I was missing out on opportunity to draw something. I don't know the reason behind it, really. But all I gotta say is I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. This is gonna be my fourth video, fourth day in a row of drawing. You know, that's awesome. That makes me happy to some degree. It's almost like a win. It's like I won the day. If I don't do anything else for the rest of the day, I could say, well, at least I got some drawing in, and yada yada yada. At least I got some drawing in, and that's all that matters. What was it? I'm gonna drink some more coffee. 1 second. Yep, coffee. I tell you what, man, I really just need more sleep. Oh my gosh. No, what was it? Jerry Seinfeld, he did like this, I don't know if he still does this, but he probably did it back in his prime. But he talked about this, how like he set up a calendar, and every time in his calendar he put a giant X on every day that he wrote a joke. The thing is, the joke didn't matter if the joke was like good or great or had a great punchline or whatever. All that mattered was that he wrote a joke for that day. Didn't matter if it was long or short. He wrote a joke. And that's what I like to try to strive to be, is to do things every day that I find important. Excuse me. Ah. That's what sucks, man. Having a cold. To do things every day that you find valuable or you find important, whether or not they were good that day, like just to do it. I think especially today, we're so caught up with like this this idea of high quality, because there's a lot of quality content and quality things being made, and we just gotta like understand that quality comes through quantity. You just don't jump into quality. You know, all these people you watch, all these shows you watch, all these writers or artists or musicians that you can like participate in, consume. I don't know about consume. That sounds kind of weird, but you enjoy, comes from doing it every day, almost like religiously, you know. And there's a compounding effect, you know. Or at least I think there's a compounding effect. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, or was it? I don't know the phrases. Insert motivational phrase. Boom. I don't know why I draw like the same eyes over and over again. Sometimes they're better. Sometimes they're They're all like these weird teardrop, or they're all like, they almost could be made into mouths. Like you could almost make these eyes into mouths. Like check this out. I gotta. It's an eye. No, it's a mouth. I gotcha. I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna fill up this area with circles. I think I've talked about this in the past. It's good to draw circles. But repetition's good, man. I think. Don't hold me to it. This is all weird. This is all weird. I don't know what to talk about in these videos, or even do. Some people like just to like hear like the scratching noises of the pen, you know. But maybe not. Maybe there's, I don't know. So if you ever have this, when I like fill these areas with circles, it reminds me of like when you were in school, when I was in school, and you like just scribble in your sketchbook, or not even sketchbook, in your notebook. You're like, so boring. Tell you what, school was boring. It was not. It was boring. And we didn't have. Yeah, it was boring. So like actually, I don't think I ever like made circles. I probably just like, you know how you literally would scribble like just with your pen, literally scribble. You wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't do anything. It'd just be like you like twirling your pen, you know, in areas, just like I guess it was like the equivalent of like having a fidget, like it was a pen fidget spinner. You know, you're just fidgeting because you're like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta escape from this lecture. Get me out of here. Oh, I gotta get out. And so you just scribble on the paper, and you're like, oh, man, hopefully this will work. Hopefully. All right. Well, I think I'm done with this page. I think there's enough. I think there's enough. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and maybe there's some cool kernels of truth. I don't know. Whatevs. Don't forget to draw every day, and don't forget to subscribe. Love y'all. Cheers.